Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown, picks and predictions for Saturday, July 26th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to recap the previous day's results. On the day, we go 5-3. We still have one game left outstanding. At the time of me recording this video, we have the Angels plus 110 on the money line and the under of 8.5 runs. The current score is Seattle 1, the Angels 2, in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. So far it's looking good. Hopefully that one finishes up good, and I will update the season record for the following video. All right, let me recap these games real quick. Then we'll get on to the 5 games we have for tomorrow. Our winners, surprise, surprise, the Blue Jays win and Detroit loses another baseball game. Detroit genuinely might be the worst team in the MLB currently. They are definitely the worst team since the All-Star break. They cannot score runs. Final score of this game, you had Blue Jays 6, Detroit 2. Blue Jays probably should have scored more runs. They had 13 hits. They out-hit the Tigers 13-5. Tigers, Kaiser Montero goes 4 innings, giving up 9 hits and 5 earned runs. Jose Barrios goes 6, giving up 5 hits and 2 earned for Toronto. The Tigers are now 60-45. They are 1-10 in their last 11 baseball games. The AL Central is about to be wide open. This team is going down a very, very long drain to a poop factory. Next game, we have the Phillies plus 135 on the money line with the over 9.5 runs. This game, it was real boring for a long time, and then the Phillies just went nuclear in the end of the game. Going into the 5th inning, Yankees led 2-0. Then you fast forward to the end of the game, Phillies 12, Yankees 5. Yankees 10 hits, Phillies 14 hits. Let's go through the stats and see who did damage. Kyle Schwarber, 2 home runs. JT Realmuto, a dinger. You had Nick Castellanos with a double. This team is good. The Yankees just aren't good. The bottom half of their lineup can't hit. Aaron Judge, 0 for 3 day. Cody Bellinger had a home run. You had Giancarlo Stanton with a home run. But it doesn't mean anything if your bullpen is horrible and Will Warren got 5 hits and 2 earned runs. Then the bullpen came in. Every single bullpen arm that touched the mound gave up a run. Gave up a minimum of 2 runs. Hill, 2 runs. Weaver, 2 runs. Hamilton, 2 runs. F. Ross, 4 runs. The Yankees are down horrible. Next game was the D-backs minus 125 on the money line. This was definitely the worst baseball game of the day. It went 11 innings. There was only 1 run scored. Final score, Arizona, uno. The Pirates, back to doing what Pirates do, scoring 0 runs. They only had 1 hit the entire game. It went 11 innings, and they only managed 1 hit. That was against Ryan Nelson. And then they brought in Anthony DeSclafani, who pitched 4 innings of shutout, no-hit, 3-strikeout baseball. This Pirates team is awful. Our final winner was the Twins and the Nationals. We had the under 8.5 runs. That was another game that ended 1-0. There was a total of 6 hits in this game. Both pitchers went well. Zebby Matthews, 6 innings, 2 hits. Mackenzie Gore, 5 innings, 1 hit. Our losers, we had the over 8.5 runs in the Blue Jays and the Tigers. I don't know why I'm taking overs in Tigers games because they just can't score, but I did. To be fair, the Blue Jays probably should have hit it themselves. They had 13 hits and only scored 6 runs, so maybe a tad bit unlucky. Pirates, this never stood a chance. They had 1 run in 11 innings of baseball. Never. And then the Nationals, plus 115 on the money line. They also did not score. They got blanked by the Twins. They lost that game 1-0, despite having the same number of hits as the Twins. So that's the recap. Let me do one more quick Angels score check. It is now 2-1 going into the top of the 4th inning. Hopefully no more runs are scored, and we finish this day 7-3 with some nice plus money line hits. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. First game here, it should be no surprise what I am doing. This is an absurd line. Yes, I understand Tarek Skubal is on the mound, and he is the best pitcher in baseball, but I don't care. Tarek Skubal can only do so much if your team is averaging 2 runs a game, and you're past like 12 games. Give me the Blue Jays plus 165. Give me the over of 6.5 runs. Blue Jays, Kevin Gausman on the mound, 7-7 with a 4.01 ERA. Going up against the Tigers, more importantly, Tarek Skubal, 10-3 with a 2.19 ERA. I'm going to go through the Tigers' previous games and what they have scored. They have scored 2, 4, 1, 5, 0, 2, 1, 0. They cannot hit a baseball. They are 1-10 in their last 11 games. The Blue Jays, on the other hand, are 8-2 in their last 10. They're 20 games above 500. I think they might hold the record for best record in the MLB right now. They're just built different. Kevin Gausman, he is coming off of a fantastic start against the Yankees. He went 7 innings, giving up 4 hits and 1 earned. Kevin Gausman has given up 2 or fewer runs in 5 out of his last 6 starts. This man is good. I don't care if Skubal is pitching. Plus 165 against a team who is 1-10 in their last 11 games. I have to take it. Give me the Blue Jays. Give me the over 6.5 runs. All right, next game. This is the Cleveland Guardians, Kansas City Royals, game 2 of the doubleheader. This is the Tanner Bybee, Chris Bubic matchup. The other one is Gavin Williams and Mike Wacha. I'm probably going to be betting the Guardians for both, depending on what the lines are. I would assume this line is better for the Guardians, though, just based on the fact that it's Chris Bubic and he's normally a pretty decent favorite at home. So I'm going to imagine you can probably get the Guardians around plus 110, plus 115 for this game. I will also be taking the under, 8.5 runs. Tanner Bybee, he kind of got roughed up in his previous game against Baltimore, but before that he was doing okay. Chris Bubic is all right. I mean, he's got a 2.38 ERA. I don't think there's going to be many runs in this game. Cleveland's offense has been good recently. Hopefully we don't put down our B team lineup for game number 2. I'm going to take the Guards for the money line game 2. Tanner Bybee and Chris Bubic. Next game, I'm going to run back the Diamondbacks, but this time I'm not going to go money line. I'm going to go run line. Minus 1.5, currently sitting at plus 115. Also going to take the over of 8.5 runs. Diamondbacks won game 1 of this series, 1-0 in the 11th inning. They also only used 3 pitchers for an 11-inning game, so their bullpen is fine. They have Merrill Kelly on the mound, 9-5 with a 3.32 ERA. Going up against Andrew Heaney, he was 4-9 with a 5.03 ERA. Heaney has gotten absolutely torched in his 3 most recent starts. He went 4 innings against the White Sox, gave up 9 hits and 7 earned runs. He went 2 innings at Minnesota, gave up 3 hits and 3 earned runs, all of them solo shots. Then he went 3 innings at Kansas City, gave up 6 hits and 4 earned runs. He has a massive home run problem, a horrible strike-to-walk ratio, 74 strikeouts, 35 walks. He is no good. This could be Merrill Kelly's final start in a D-backs jersey, as the D-backs have been said that they're going to be selling. So maybe he gets traded somewhere, who knows. Give me the D-backs minus 1.5 for plus 115. Give me the over 8.5 runs. Next game we got, it is the Padres and the Cardinals. I'm going to take the road dog here. Padres plus 135 on the money line. Also going to take the over of 9.5 runs. Yes, the Padres have not been playing good baseball recently, but do you really want to lay minus 165 with Matthew Liberatore? I don't. Liberatore's most recent games have not been very good. He gave up 6 runs in just 3 innings pitched to Atlanta. Before that, he gave up 4 hits, 2 runs in 5 innings at Chicago. Then prior to that, he really hasn't pitched recently. He's only pitched 8 innings since July 5th. Not sure why or what's going on with him, but it's probably not good. This is purely just a numbers thing. The Padres are not good currently. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. The Cardinals are very good at home. I'm just not laying minus 165 with Matthew Liberatore, who has pitched 8 innings of baseball in the last month. No thank you. Final game here. This line surprised me. Reds minus 120. I feel like that is very short. Oh, pause. That over-under is not correct. Let me fix that. Okay, that over-under is correct. Under 10.5 would have been guaranteed bet of the year. It is under 8.5 though. Still, I think probably too high of a number for Andrew Abbott, who has looked absolutely phenomenal this year. 8-1 on the season with a 2.13 ERA. Going up against Ryan Pepio, 6-8 with a 3.59 ERA. Reds won game 1 of this series. I'm just very comfortable backing Andrew Abbott, especially at home. This dude has been on fire recently. His most recent games went 6 innings at the Mets, only gave up 2. 7 2/3 innings versus the Miami Marlins, gave up 1. He went 5 innings against San Diego, gave up 1. 7 innings at Seattle, gave up 1. 5 2/3 versus Minnesota, gave up 1. 9 innings at Cleveland, gave up 0. This dude's a beast. Not to mention the Rays, they've been struggling recently. They haven't been able to score as many runs. I don't really trust Ryan Pepio on the road or at home. His most recent starts, he's given up 5, 4, 2, 2, and 4, and he goes about 6 innings every single time. So, also has a home run problem so far this year. He's given up 21 long balls. Does have great strikeout stuff. He's pitched 120 innings, has 118 Ks. His walk ratio is pretty good, 38 walks to 118 Ks. But I think his number's too short. Why are the Reds not minus 145? Give me the dude who's 8-1 with a 2.13 ERA at home. Okay, that's going to do it for me in this video. Let me give you one more Seattle-Los Angeles score check. Let's go. Angels, 2-1, headed to the bottom of the 4th. This is looking pretty good. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.